Teachers, French students, colleagues, French at the Ambassade de France au Suriname et au Guyana, good afternoon. And thank you very much for joining me on this afternoon, a few days before the end of 2021. And what a year 2021 has been, and actually still is. Since I was asked on the 25th of June at a very nice dinner of the home of the former French ambassador Antoine Joly and his lovely wife Edith, to become the next president, the next chairman of the Fondation des professeurs de français au Suriname, until the day that I was actually elected and chosen to become the new president of the Foundation of French Teachers. That was on 23 August. Since those days, a lot has happened. Antoine Joly has left the library. The library at the Fondation was named after Antoine Joly on 18 October because it was actually Antoine who established the Fondation after some trouble with the Alliance Française Paramaribo. But we don't talk about that anymore. We're talking about the future. We have a beautiful library in our premises at Letitia Frieselaan 16 upstairs, where we do the lessons, including where we coordinate the Zoom classes. Well, we have a board consisting of myself as the chair. We have Johanny Innes, who is the secretary, and we have Saida Veldbloem-Tuinfort, who is the treasurer. And we have our Raoul Japsi, who is our administrative assistant. The good news is that we will soon, and before the end of the year, expand our board with a notary public, namely Lyndon Ferdinand, and an accountant, a comptable, and that is Irmgard Chong Ahung. So our current board of Ruben and Johanny and Saida will be expanded with a notary, a notaris, Lyndon Ferdinand, and an accountant, a comptable, Irmgard Chong Ahung, coming from a long dynasty of accountants. So we will have a 5-member board. Irmgard will become the treasurer. Our friend Lyndon Ferdinand will become our legal advisor. Saida will be responsible for quality control of the teachers, and I will be, of course, our dear Johanny will be remaining the secretary, and I will be the president, hopefully for the next 6 months into the year 2022. Something very important that I will have to mention is that we are getting a lot of technical support. I would have to mention the support from the French embassy, and even though he has just left Suriname, Stanislas Breed was instrumental at helping administer the workings of the Fondation, and our new guy in town, the new chargé d'affaires, that is Mr. José Gomez, has just joined La France au Suriname as the new chargé d'affaires, and I think his first visit to his first official visit to Suriname was actually to the Fondation, and we've had a few interactions with him. His background, of course, is diplomacy. He's a diplomat, and the good thing is he also has a background in philosophy and culture. So our dream to one day have the first French cultural center in Suriname, the Centre Culturel au Suriname. I am sure that José Gomez will be very supportive. Somebody I would like to give special mention is Véronique Becchia, who is a former director of the Alliance Française in Brisbane, Australia, and in Kathmandu, Nepal. And that is where I got to know Véronique and her lovely husband, Pauli, and they now have a daughter, Olivia. And what I really hope is that Véronique and her husband, Pauli, and the little daughter, Olivia, can join us here, present in Suriname in 2022. And now the real purpose of this talk at the end of the year 2021. I need your help. I need your participation, each and every one of you, for a number of things that we need at the Fondation. We need volunteers to help us with our social media. Those of you that know social media, Facebook, that know Instagram, even TikTok, we have to promote the Fondation des professeurs on social media. We need media people. So those of you who are good on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and writing articles, please let us know this. Tell your teacher that you are willing to volunteer a few hours per week to help set up a very exciting Facebook page. The second type of person that we need in the Fondation is somebody who can help us organize events. It's a little bit too soon to organize, a little bit too late actually, to organize a wonderful French Christmas dinner. Something we can look forward to is the 14 juillet. It is a French national holiday, 14 July, and we want to make it into an extremely big event. But before that, we can have trials of smaller social events. A small dinner, a coup de France, a fête de la musique, French music. We need students, especially you, and teachers to volunteer to help us with the Fondation. Some other very important news of accomplishments in 2021 are meeting with Minister Marie Levens of Education. My dear friend Marie has expressed with her team that they are very interested in again introducing French as a language that you can choose together with Spanish and Mandarin in schools in Suriname in the year 2022. That is very important news. Another piece of information that is very helpful for the Fondation is that l'INSPE, which is the Teachers College in French Guyana, will enter into a project with the Fondation to train French teachers to become French teachers in Suriname. And one of the first schools that will benefit from it is the Kangaroo School. That's a private school that starts, I am so surprised, that starts with kids as old as 6 weeks onto secondary school. Kids are 6 weeks old and they enter the Kangaroo School and they go all the way up to the middelbare school, to secondary school. And I believe that the head of the school, the director of the school, is one of the most exciting people I have met in a long time, and she and her team would like to introduce French teaching in the school, and in the near future even teach some of the subjects in that school in French. Isn't this exciting? And the Fondation, the professeurs français au Suriname, together with INSPE in Guyane, will be instrumental in making this happen. We've also been approached by some military people who would like to train the military on both borders, Suriname and French Guyana, along the Maroni River in French. And they would like to teach a number of the French teachers Dutch. So on the French border, they will have teaching in Dutch. And in the Surinamese border, along the Maroni River and as far as Marowijne district, Mungo and Albina, they will teach French in schools. So we have very, very exciting things coming. Probably the most important and the most exciting thing that I would like to report is that the Fondation des professeurs de français au Suriname has submitted a request to the Alliance Française in Paris, the Fondation des Alliances Françaises, the global entity, requesting if we can in Suriname once again establish an Alliance Française du Suriname, our own Alliance Française in Suriname. It may be a little bit of a long process. We sent the justification report. We now have a number of people who are starting to prepare our financial feasibility study. It is very important, in addition to a justification report where we tell the Fondation in Paris why it's important to have an Alliance Française in Suriname, then we also send a financial feasibility study to show and prove that with the income from the lesgeld, from the fees that are paid by the students, that the percentage of that will be sufficient to manage to run and to operate the Alliance Française. And here and there we will need, especially in the first 2 years, a subvention, a grant, hopefully continued from the French embassy, so we can actually run the Alliance Française and expand. I cannot tell you how many people approach me, people from the board, people approach everyone to ask, when can we start taking French lessons? I was even approached by parents who tell me they have a 6-year-old, they have a 7-year-old who wants to learn French, and this is nothing but exciting. So, teachers, students, colleagues, friends, French from the French embassy, l'ambassade de France au Suriname et Guyana. If you think that 2021 was exciting, 2022 is going to be spectacular. I would like you to be more than teachers, more than students. I would like you to become and to be participants in the process, to be participants and volunteers to make the Fondation des professeurs, this amazing, interesting French institute that will be known in Suriname as La France au Suriname. And next year we will have the Alliance Française du Suriname, with your support, with your help as our main partners. Happy holidays, and especially a healthy, happy 2022 and 2023 and 2024 and 2025. Merci, bon après-midi.